Hello, this is a Bechstein Model 4 upright piano, 120 centimeters tall, made in about 1899. And the main reason it came in is because it needed a new rest plank. But we looked at the piano and were encouraging the client to get the whole restoration done, and they were happy to do so. When you look at the piano before it was polished, we also were quite surprised at how beautiful the veneer is now. So here's the video before it was polished. It's on my laptop, and you can see the piano is very much the worse for wear. So looking at the veneer here, especially that top panel, I was really surprised how well it came out. So here's the top panel now. I actually thought this piano wouldn't come as beautiful rosewood as that. No way did it look as beautiful as that. I was really surprised. And there's the music stand. There you can actually see, if you look at the grain there, you can actually see that it has potential. And that's what it looks like now. Rosewood does tend to come darker than it was originally. We've mentioned this about faded rosewood. A lot of people like the lighter faded rosewood look. This is a broadwood upright in progress, and it's much lighter. It's come out lighter. It's not quite finished, but it will be as light as that. So rosewood doesn't always come out light. It's really impossible to tell. We can obviously change the colour of the rosewood, but we prefer to keep it natural if possible. Before we look at the inside, I didn't mention the key tops. They were ivory, but some of them come off and be stuck back on. So we've replaced all the ivories here. Now the main reason we had the piano to restore is because the rest plank, that's the wood behind here, needed replacing because the tuning pins weren't holding. So common that, and we do a few of these each year, or try to if we've got the time. And so now the wood behind here is replaced. It's like a new piano, so it will stay as stable as a new piano. You can see we've got new arbel hammers here. I featured the action on many pianos before, so this is all fully restored and looks perfect. The main thing for us is it sounds and plays with great sensitivity, but it does sound beautiful. The Model 4 does sound so beautiful, and with new hammers. I'll play the piano again at the end, but you can hear. Now the break point on Model 4s and Model 9s, which is the after 1902, you get the 4 becomes a Model 9 and has an open plank. I'll just show you that first actually. So there's a Model 9, and you can see it has an open plank here. In other words, it's not covered over. But these open plank pianos, they don't seem to be so affected by central heating, and if you repin them, they don't really need new rest planks either. So it's just the quality of the rest plank really on the older ones that seems to suffer. On the uprights, not the grands. So if we look at has a better break point. This is a slightly later Model 9. We don't really like the older Model 9s when they first came out, but they seem to have perfected something a bit later on. It's about 1912. So the break point's better than when it was restrung, but it's not quite as good as the Model 9. So that might be the only criticism we could have, because the tone in general is so beautiful. So that's a fully restored Model 4 upright piano, 120 centimeters tall, Bechstein, and it's made in about 1899. And I mainly wanted to draw attention to the polishing and say, give a massive appeal for French polishers, and our polisher is so good really, and it takes 70 hours to polish. So that's a Model 9 Bechstein upright piano made in about 1899, 120 centimeters tall, and really superb once it's fully reconditioned. You can do exams and anything on one of these. It's got 85 keys, so it's not 88 note keyboard, but that's not a problem for all piano exams. So you could study on this piano. The touch is now like a new piano, and just as sensitive. Now, the main reason I'm doing this video, is to appeal for more French polishers. Our my colleague and good friend for over 40 years. It does the French polishing and is so an artist and does so beautifully. But you've got to start somewhere, and basically the principle of polishing is rubbing down the whole thing, getting it really smooth, and then when it's really smooth you feel the grain, and then you just add button polish is what we call it. French polish is the sort of term for it, but if you want to know more about it, please do write to info@robertspianos.com. But real appealing, if you're already a French polisher, please do let us know. After it's been polished, 30 coats are applied, and after that it's rubbed down and antique wax to make it look like an antique piece, otherwise it's too reflective. We've mentioned this many times before. They haven't directly appealed for French polishers, but my colleague I was talking to the other day, and he's not going to polish all his life. He's been probably polished over 100 pianos, I'm sure. If you look at the casework here and look at the video of what it was like before, and just admire how beautiful rosewood veneer is, and perhaps wonder at why it was not like that in the first place. I really don't understand why they had this fashion for covering up such beautiful rosewood. There we go. We try to uncover it, trying to make it as beautiful as we possibly can. Thank you very much for listening. As I say, if you're interested in polishing, please do contact us. You can come and watch and look at our work if you like, and I'm sure we'll learn from you if you're a polisher. So let's try and make contact, try and keep the French polishing trade going. Thank you very much for listening.